Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you. A little midday money on a Tuesday, the 16th of May. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Wherever you're watching, YouTube channels. Winning free picks, picks and parlays. Maybe you're on the old Sean Hicks page. I'm 1,600 followers. Might as well try to see if I get anybody to say hello. And I do, of course, I do my 80s baseball cards over there. Anyway, also on the podcast channels, thanks to the Believe Network. If you're listening on a podcast after the fact, super. I appreciate you listening after the fact. Come in. We roll out the free picks nice and early. I put the little timestamp on it, so you kind of, let's be honest, if you're on the podcast, 3 minutes, you get the free picks, you're out of here. Those in the show, Facebook pages, the picks are posted. They're here in the chat as well. You can come in, you see them. Hello, goodbye. You come, you go. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. I just tweeted them out over there. Wonderful. Taken care of just like that. We are in business. Let's do a little recap. Now, there was no midday money. Yes, I told you I'd take my mom in for some tests. She's going in for surgery tomorrow. I'll be here for the show, for the noon show. Probably in hospital a couple days. I'll work around that. But the picks from the Look headline show on Monday, looking into Monday, 4-1, not a bad day. We cashed with some nice dogs there. San Francisco run line plus 180. Our only loser, San Diego over to 9. Houston run line got there. Orioles over, never in doubt. Nationals again beating the Nets. We'll take it. So there is that. We also have, well, we've had no NBA or hockey for those days, but we'll get to them in today's picks right now because there are some. We'll start. Let's start in the NBA because we have games tonight, I should say, the game between the Lakers and the Nuggets. Give me the over 220, 2.5. I think we see some points in this game. And now, is it going to be Suns-esque with AD and LeBron going for 90 between them? Probably not, but I said today where I was with Jesse and Ross, and Ross agreed with the over there. Jesse is kind of on an underplay here in game one with the altitude. I think your stars are going to score. No player. I might have player prop going forward in this series, but I think it's going to be who? Is it going to be Pope? Russell? Who's the guy who's going to be the difference maker? We know we got our all-stars and Hall of Famers there with Joker and LeBron, and you got AD and Murray. But I think we get the over because the role guys are going to do their thing tonight and score some points. Give me the over, 222.5. Heat plus an 8. I'm going to take a shot on the Heat. Why wouldn't I take a shot on a plus 8? I'm not a fan of the Celtics laying these kind of points, although they're almost begging to take the Heat. I will. I'll take the low-hanging fruit. Let's go. It tastes good. We'll grab it. MLB plays. I should say we were 62-59 in video with NBA minus $50. NHL 44-58 down 348. We like the Carolina Hurricanes plus 180 on the puck line. And Major League Baseball 87-102 now down a 310. But on the year, a little different. Hey, I'm 160, 162, but we're plus 660 something there. So plus on the year, we'll get it here. It's a grind. I can't always hit every game in a free pick here, but we do our best. Rays, Cubbies, and Dodgers under. Nothing's changed. Give me the Rays. I'm going to fade the Mets. Cubbies still, they win when this guy's on the hill. I know they've dropped a couple in a row here. I understand. And as much as they do like the Stros, this team is still having their own problems hitting the ball. So I'll take Steele here at a plus. I have to grab it. I had to take a 145 here with him. And Dodgers under. Now, I'm not a big Dodger guy. I don't like the lineup. I'm like questionable. I don't like the pitching. Kershaw doesn't seem to be at the tail end of his career. Pretty good out of the gate, 6-2, on his way to a 18-6 season or something with a sub-3 ERA. Unbelievable. Bailey Oberto, really? A sub-2 ERA with this cat? He's getting it done. Give me the under 8 here. Again, I don't like the Dodger lineup. I really the Twins are kind of spotty. It's sneaky good. They got some power. They got some guys. But here in LA, give me the under the 8 here, under the 8. Props. We do have some props today, so I'll bring those guys in. 147 and 252. We are up only 225 now. We're down. We were up like about 2 dimes, and now we're down two. Now we're up 200. But streaky. We are streaky with the props. They are what they are. Some days we go 5-0. Some days we go 2-3. It's plus money. Kellenick, we're going to Seattle here, Boston. Give me the youngsters. Kellenick plus 130. Cal Raleigh plus a 130. Kind of low numbers there, but it is Pavetta. So it is what it is. I saw, there's Rafael Devers was even money there. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And I thought about Yoshida at plus 2. I'm like, you know what? Castillo's pitched well. I'm going to go fade Pavetta, fade the bullpen here. And the young guys I like. I didn't grab a J-Rod. No Rodriguez, but Kellenick and Raleigh. St. Louis. Now, Wade Miley to me, beat up his last start. Guy been phenomenal. But again, it's a late 30s Wade Miley. I'm not buying it. 10-run inning last night really blew that game open. But again, Dylan Carlson, another young kid I like, plus 220. Contreras, 230. He's hitting since he's into the DH role. Goldie just, I don't know, ageless Goldie. I mean, Goldschmidt, come on, 160, I'll take a shot. Edelman towards the bottom line on plus 210. Tells you how I feel here. I don't want to lay a 175 with Jordan Montgomery here. Now, run line plus 120, it's not out of the question. Again, I think we'll score some runs here, which is why we have some ribbies. Although, we'll probably talk about it. People ask in the chat. That's where I'm leaning with that game. But that is that. Those are the player props for Tuesday. Let's see what we got going on here. Michael, first one in. Good morning. Handsome man is here. I love this guy's haircut. The best in the biz. Miz is in the house. Baltimore over the 9.5. I don't hate it. I said it yesterday it was going to be an over. I said Otani's giving up runs. He gave up 3 homers. Come back today with Silseth and Kramer over. I don't hate it. Dodgers under, I'm with you. Seattle run line, I don't hate with Castillo. Again, do I want to lay 150 on the road? No. Even money, plus 105 with the run line? Sure. St. Louis run line, same thing. They are plus 120 on the run line. I don't want to lay 170. Cleveland on the run line with Bieber against Lynn. I'm not I want to see Bieber get dealt. Where's he going? The Mets, the Yanks, the Astros? Who's getting in on the Bieber fever? I think Cleveland should deal him. Although I don't hate the run line here. What is this number here on the road, Cleveland laying? Because this is a offensive team that makes the A's look like they're, the Bash Brother A's. So I'm really not a fan of. I mean, it's got to be what, plus 145-ish here? Kansas City money line. Now, I like Singer, so I'm not going to say no to that. I said yesterday, I was expecting a Waka no. Of course not. I don't hate coming back with a plus 160, 170 with Brady Singer. Another young kid I like. And the Padres 3-7, 4-7 their last 10, 11 games, whatever they are. I'm not going to say no to that, Miz. Jesse saying, smash the like button. He did. And you could smash it and break it because we'll have winners for you to buy a new keyboard. Right, Jess? Locking with the King is in the house. It's going. It's going, King D, my guy. Tomorrow morning hangs on the way to Greenville for a little baseball. ECU and Campbell. The Camels. Camp Bell and East Carolina. 14 and 15th ranked respectively. Fun little game. I have to order my Space Cowboy because I'm getting a little. I think there's a Hunter Brown or a JJ Matevic. I think it's Hunter Brown first. Has a bobblehead coming up next weekend. They should give out some bobbleheads or something. What kind of promo is that running for these Cows games? Anything good, or are they just cheap tickets? Walk This Way is in the house. Good to see you. Got a Yankee round robin, all plus money. Oh my goodness. I don't, like yesterday, I said I didn't hate the Yanks as a dog yesterday. I don't really hate them as a dog today. I mentioned it last night on Look at the Line show. I like Gausman, but the Yanks are starting to hit a little bit. And to me, Toronto again has not really separated. They have some good games, and all of a sudden they look terrible at other times. I don't hate it at a plus 150. I mean, I'm not going to say no to that. Well, I not bet it. T Money's in the house. T Money is now. He got rid of his KD burner account. He is now a LeBron burner account. We'll see how this series goes here. Big Laker guy. Free mind. It's been a minute, my brother. How are you? Good to see you. The Mrs. Gaspin run line. 418. What is this? Hold on a second. It's a 4-18 run. I think I mentioned this last year with his run line, Gaspin, and I probably mentioned it to start the year as well here, him on the run line. Yes. I mean, and not only is he just 4-18, and you're thinking, well, they win 6-5. No, 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 no. He had some losses. I think, last year out of the gate, they had losses in his starts. She's all right. She's got to go in for a, I don't know, some with her legs, but it's, I don't know. It's a little more serious than I thought it was. I thought it was some kind of easy thing. They said they might keep her in the hospital for 2 days. So, and again, you're in your 70s. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's nothing. King Day. I don't know what to do. I mean, if honestly, I was telling the wife yesterday, I said, this isn't, you're 75 years old going in for a surgery where they want you in the hospital for at least 2 days. I said, I don't even know if I tell my kids, God forbid something happens. I don't even know if I finish up week school. I don't know. That'll be a rough one. I'll be honest. I don't know. I am a little worried. Team Money, I'm going on a betting break. I'm back working out doing CrossFit, so I can't feel my body. Literally, I hope you're well. Listen, a little CrossFit's good. I try to do in the mornings when I get up. Again, you see me. I do the late show. Look at lines. It's here at 9 o'clock. I try to get to bed by like 11ish because I want to get up at 6. I want to do do some kettlebell swings. Just do a little bit of cardio. I do. I'm not a little too old for CrossFit. That's not really. I'm not looking to get yoked out, but yeah, man. I have no problem doing a little exercise. I like it. Got to keep those bones rolling. Walk to Space says, Carolina run line. I'm with you on that. A big payday. I'll take a shot. Nats. Listen, I like Luzardo. I think you've heard me mention this. And I thought about the under in this game. It was an 8 last night. Now it's 7.5. I don't know. I mean, Gray's pitched really well this year, and I expect him to be a good pitcher, right? He was a marquee prospect. He came over in a big deal. I don't know. To me, it's a no play. There's a lot, I went through the games last night when we were doing the look at lines. Each game I did, I mentioned the 3 I had already bet on. Some of these are just like tough ones to do. I could easily say yes, this to this, and this, but not enough to pull the trigger on. Rays, I could pull the trigger on. I will fade the Mets all series here if they're going to be favorites. I mean, now Beeks is a guy who's going to come in here and, for all I know, he's going to give up 6 runs in 2 innings with Beeks. He's a starter guy. It's not much to really go on out of him, but I know I'm going to get a decent price today. Tomorrow, Senga's going to be on the hill for the Mets. I'll gladly fade him, and let's be honest, that might be a pick 'em with Tampa Bay. So I'll take Tampa in this all series long here. I don't hate it. Cubbies, I like Steele. The guy's been great. I'm not going to thumb my nose up and not take a plus 145 with a guy who's pitched excellent. Now, team-wise, have they been struggling? Yes, but it's worth the price for me. Round robin Yankees. Oh, my goodness. Again, I don't totally hate it. They're starting to hit a little bit. I like Herman. Gausman, I mean, we bought up his run line numbers, 4-18. So he does give up some runs, and they do lose games. I don't hate it. I'm just not betting it. As Price Kershaw's pitching, her his mom passed away this weekend. Well, I was this weekend, bro. It's Tuesday. Dude's a gamer. T-Buddy. Here we go. Lakers will win all this year. I'm going to leave it alone, but I repeat 1,000%. Lakers 2023 champs. Bron number 5. No. Come on. I don't even have to get the pen out because you've been saying this since you've had them and the Suns getting past Denver. Miz says, won't be here Friday going to Pamelco to bet some horses. I don't know. Preakness 378 trifecta box. Good luck on the horses. The Preakness. Not a big horse guy. I went to the track once in Jersey. Now, this is obviously before sports betting came. And then I went out in PA. Tony K got us a room out at the Mohegan Sun Poconos. We were out there, and so with the kids, we bet on a horse, and it won. So I'm undefeated, and I'll just end it right there. Maurice, Guardians beat the Sox by over 2 runs each of the last 5 games. Guardians ace on the mound. I like the run line. That, again, it's probably a decent run line, right? He's at what, 125-ish. So you'll get plus money. I don't love Lance Lynn. You know that. I know that. Lance Lynn knows it. I've probably sent a paint mail. I'm not a Lance Lynn backer. But the Cleveland team is a bad offensive club. I mean, they're one of the worst. I mean, do we got to go through their, I mean, besides the fact that let's look at their totals. 1-1, a push, 2-1, 3-1 to the under, push, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 8, 9, 10, 10-1, 10-2, 11-2, 12-2, 13-2, 14-2, 14-3, 15-3, 16-3, 17-3, 18-3, 19-3 to the under. Their last 22 with 2 pushes. It is a tough pill to swallow to bet a run line with that. Was that 19-3 with 2 pushes to the under? 21-5-2 their last 28 under. Yeah. No, thank you. No thanks. You can't run line it. Dodger second OPS versus righties. I'm not a fan of the Dodger lineup. And Ober's pitched well. Now, to expect, I mean, the same thing with like Wade Miley and some other guys who come out to strong starts. I'm like, I really don't think this is going to continue. But I'm not high on Dodger bats. I'm high enough on Kershaw where I think they'll shut down Minnesota. Blue Jays run line their pitched a shutout last time out against the Yanks. No, that's why you don't bet the Blue Jays today, because the last time we pitched a shutout, I'm expecting the Yanks to bounce back after being shut out. They've seen all of his good pitches. They're ready for him. Now I got to take the Yankees money line here. Yankees money line is going to be an incoming play. I got to write it down and remember. Bet them. New York Yankees money line. Maurice. All right, Michael B. I'm grabbing the Giants' first 5 money line. Wheeler's not as good on the road as he at home. Cobbin 3 home starts, giving up a run. Listen, last night I said come in here, right? San Fran run line plus a 180 winner out of Coors Field. You mentioned Wheeler splits on the road, not bad. And again, the Giants, everybody's going to bet. Wow, this line's actually moving a little bit, and people are betting the Giants. Interesting. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it. I didn't bet it, though. T-Money says, ignore the P's. Stupid iPhone keyboard is annoying when I'm commenting on here, but you know I can kind of spell. I got it. I know what you're doing with your percentages. If I was going to bet, how about a little raise? You never mind, I'm a raise too. Yes, I am. You don't know it's a trap, but the Mets overall fit. It does look high, but it's still a starter. It speaks for what? 2 innings. I mean, I will still fade the Mets. I don't think the Mets should be 150 faves, 160 faves, 180 faves. They should be faves in general. I'm not buying Verlander. I need a little more than a couple starts to see if he's good. Or at least healthy, I should say. The guy's good. The guy's a Hall of Famer. I think everybody knows what I mean here. Team Dodgers look good, Sean. They are. They've won 6 in a row. They're rolling along right now. They're rolling along. I'm still a little suspect on the lineup. Still some young guys. It's dangerous, yes. Michael, I want to grab the Yanks here plus 160. Not a Herman fan, but his home numbers are better than Gausman's roads. Yeah, but I mean, Gausman is home regardless. I don't want to lay 180, and it's up to a 180 now, by the way. I mean, again, that's as much as Maurice threw out the Gausman with the shutout versus the Yanks last game. To me, is well, not, he pitched a shutout. He held them scoreless in a 5-1 win. Um, I I mentioned the Yankees lineup. I'm not sold on although they're hitting their line. I'm not sold on, and even Toronto. It's as good as I thought this could be their step forward year. They're still kind of struggling a little bit. They have some bad games, but now it's up to a 180. It's moved 20 cents. Oh yay! Herman versus Kikuchi, April 21st. It was 6-1 Jays. Gausman Schmidt 5-1 Jays. Going back to last season, Gausman Sevy 3-2. Gausman Talion, and it's Toronto 4-0. I mean, again, that's as much as I wanted the Yankees here. I thought it was a 7-0 shutout. You mentioned shutout, but it wasn't a shutout. It was a 5-1 game. Doc Rivers let go, says Gold Eagle. Yes, out of here. Sam Cassell should get a shot. I don't think they're going to Sam Cassell. They're going to look for somebody who's a guy. It'll be a retread hire, I think, to come in. Right? They probably think they're right there. They need a guy who's going to put them over the top. I don't know who's available. I mean, I don't think they bring a first-time guy like Sam Cassell in there. I like Cassell. I mean, come on. I mean, him at Florida State, back in good old days, Sam Cassell, with his giant head. He's in the Knicks too, wasn't he? Knicks, Sam Cassell back in the day. Him and or Rocket, Houston Rockets, Sam Cassell. Lakers for the outright win for his free mind tonight. Lakers money line. He says, I don't want 6 points. Now, this line's up to 6.5. Now at 4.5 opener, I like it. At 6.5, I'm not loving it. King D says Astros first 5 yesterday up 4-0 in the fourth. They give up 4 runs. I know. I had I had them on the run line. So I was like, what is happening here? Total. I was like, I can't believe I'm going to lose this game here. I'm 4-0 cruising along, and next thing I know, it's 4-4. I'm shaking my head like, what happened here? But we did pull out a miracle. Last week has been with those. Hey, listen, we talked about this the other day. Tough losses. I mean, it's part of it. You got to ride them out. You got to just ride it. That's why you have bankroll management, and you rein in the bets a little bit. It's tough. I know. You leave a game out there like, oh, if I would have bet that, I would have won. But then you forgot the other 3 that you would have had would have been losers. It's all right if you lose a little. It's not a one-day affair, King Day. You notice you'll get it back. You do. You've been doing this for a year. You can make money. Here it's Gura is following Beeks today. I get it. It's still Miz for me. I'm just gonna fade the Mets. I'm not betting on the Mets. Even on a run line. No, thank you. To Moose, buddy, what do you got here? Good day. 2-1 yesterday. D-backs and the Padres. D-backs and the Stros, both plus money. Lost my third bet right out of the gate with the Blue Jays plus 2.5. You were saying that the Yanks bats are hot. They're starting to hit. They're starting to hit, which is why it's like, well, I sort of like them a little bit today. I don't like the 20-cent line move on them. So as much as I said when Maurice was like, oh, Gausman this or that, I was like, all right, Yankee money line. I can't play this game. I didn't want to play it last night. I said why. I'm not going to add it now. I mean, again, Angels Baltimore. Do I like the over? Yeah. Well, am I betting it? No. I like Josiah Gray. I like Luzardo. Why am I going to bet that game? No, thank you. Pin Detroit. Probably. I mean, I should probably just be playing Detroit unders like nonstop, along with Cleveland unders. Yankee game again. No play there. I like Seattle. Tampa Bay. Give me Again, Seattle would have to be a run line out of only 165, so we're not on that. Uh, St. Louis, you shelled the team. I can't bet Miley. I don't like Wade Miley. Maybe run line St. Louis plus 120 worth a shot. Texas, I want to take Dunning today, but it's like, here come the Braves are starting to hit. I mean, Acuna's been unconscious. Gold Eagle. I'd rather take the Lakers series plus 145 than a first game one. I mean, I'm not going to say no to Lakers 145 for the series. I mean, you got LeBron James on your team. You got AD. What has Denver done? Right? They're trying to get over their hump, their playoff woes. Did they take a little monkey off the back beating the Suns? A little bit. All right, they got the little baby monkey off. Now they got a gorilla. Now here comes the big one. Can you get to the championship game? I don't hate it. I mean, listen, I like Denver. I've said that all season. I thought the Clippers could have been a surprise if they were healthy. We're not healthy. $10 for tickets. I love it. Love $10 tickets. Next is yesterday, I got Jays over, but thought Twins would be a winner, bases loaded in, scoring the extra inning just for that walk. Tough one there. Now, I know the Twins also got a late 3-run home run to even force extra innings. So, I mean, I understand losing a tough one. Like, I can't believe we didn't knock a run in a win here. Should you even have been in that spot with a late homer? Tim, you know he's a Nugget guy. They get double digits Nuggets tonight. Joker, triple double. AD under points. Larry Johnson, LBJ. Oh, LeBron James. I thought I saw LJ. Thought you were talking about Grandmama. Murray over points rebounds. It's all in on Nuggets. See, the Joker triple double I could probably see. Right? I mean, he's going to have to do it all, but I don't need to see like 35 points a game from him. We're seeing 35-40. I think they're a little bit in trouble. He's not getting enough help. Like I said earlier, who's stepping up with them? It's going to be like Pope going to come out and have a big game. Like, it just can't be Joker, Murray, AD, and LeBron. Like, someone else for these guys is going to have a good series. Aaron, good afternoon, Higgs. On Tampa Bay money. I'm with you on Tampa Bay. Can't bet the Mets. D-backs on the run line against Oakland. Again, you want to fade Oakland? What am I going to say to that? Don't do it. I mean, Oakland run line is terrible. They're a terrible team. And the Joker 13.5 boards. I don't hate it. Michael's agreeing with Tim. Let's see AD versus Big Man who can actually score. And the thing with AD is, let's be honest, I think he's going to miss a game in the series. I'm not going to be shocked. I'm not going to be shocked he misses a game. Today, Nick is on the Tigers, Phillies, Cleveland money lines, Hurricanes money line over NBA. I don't mind the Hurricane. Again, I went for the big payday with the plus 180 there on the puck line. Over NBA, I'm with you there. Cleveland, I don't hate a minus 120. It's Bieber. I understand. Philly with Wheeler with Cobb, a little bounce back spot, right? They're out of Colorado. I understand that kind of situation. And the Tigers, again, I'm done with Pitt. That was last month. Pitt was good last month. New month. Calendar has changed. I don't hate it. King D, always true. Pay for you and family. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, King. Thank you. Giants was easy. Reds stink. Well, again, this is a spot where, I mean, you're playing Colorado. You're thinking, oh, it's an easy win. Both of these teams aren't good teams, right? So, and I think I said this yesterday to you as well. Like, you have bad teams. So why are you even looking at that game? Like, what are you doing there? Like, I'm not looking at that matchup, especially in Colorado, where Colorado hits the ball a little bit. I mean, Chase Anderson's on the hill today. Should be just move on. Unless you're going to that game and say, you know what, I'll do something on a prop or something. I mean, why are you even betting that game? It says Yankee round robin. Here we go. Again, I don't hate the Yankee round robin. I don't totally hate it. I'm just worried about the 20-cent line move now. I can't find the Suns on the NBA schedule. When did they play next? Yeah. It was what happened to the Suns. The Katie and Booker show. That's what it was. 2 versus 11. The Moose says he's taken the Marlins plus a 1.5, White Sox plus 2.5 for a minus 117. I don't hate that because you could see a low scoring game and that's in Miami, right? So you're getting plus a 1.5 on a team that is favored. No complaints there. It's that 117er, right? I mean, 117er is nice. You know, they're 165 for the game. You're getting a run and you're getting the Sox. Granted, it is landslide, but as I mentioned, you got a, what did I say, 19-3 run or something to the under? Cleveland not scoring these guys by 3 runs. Should be a winner, Tommy. I like it. Michael, if it was been the NBA, it's money line LA with the faves. 67-1 in the postseason. If you like the Lakers, take the money line. No laying $3 a faves. Pick the winner. Yeah. I mean, it's been a crazy postseason for sure. I was planning to do morning workouts as well, but my sleep is so jacked up. I'm doing a 5:30 workout class. That's not bad. I liked when I went to the gym. I like going to classes. I go in the morning class. I did a cardio kick, and then I had a trainer. And then on 2 days a week after a cardio kick and a trainer, I would go to a boot camp or like a power class for just some light weight training. You know, just again, I wasn't trying to get yoked out, but just to get the muscles going. I like the classes. Because you keep you motivated to go to the gym, Timon, right? You go to people like, oh, you weren't in class the other day. Where were you? Padres, same old Padres as miss. I don't think they're the same old Padres. I mean, the team is good. They're scuffling out of the right. A lot of expectations. A lot of the bats weren't hitting early. Let's be honest. Soto was hitting 170 at one point or whatever he was hitting. As much as the Dodgers are streaking out, the Padres will hit their groove. They should hit their groove. I mean, it's mid-May. They should get there. Rangers money line, Nick. But man, Braves bats are Braves bats are hot. Acuna is unconscious. But I like Dave Dunning. I've talked about Dane Dunning for 2 years. Michael A. just tuned in now. Got Joker over. Line move 27.5. Should that worry me? Also, D-backs team total over 5. I pushed on 5 last night. Hopefully hit tonight. It's a Diamondback versus the A's. Again, I'm not running bet A stuff, but the Diamondbacks to me aren't. And again, I have over tickets. I like Kelly. We like Gallen. B Fatty, the youngster, we kind of like. Do I want to jump into them here in this series? I didn't do it yesterday. I'm not doing it today. The Joker one concerns me a bit. I'd be a little worried about that one. That's come down. I don't like that. I mean, 25, 12, and 8 could be fine. It's a great game, but it's not hitting his total. The Moose for Orlando's not the problem. Max is the problem. He has stunk from last season. Towards the end of the year, and one DC games is nothing for me. Prove it with the Mad Max. I agree. Even Verlander, though. I mean, he's still off of a. He missed a couple starts. I know he's back. I'm just. The Met team as a whole. I mean, how can you say it's just Max? What are you talking about? I mean, the Mets as a team are a 500 bunch. I mean, it's not like they're cranking a ball right now. I mean, they're 20-22. Do I want to lay 155 versus a Tampa team who. Granted, a little weak on the hill today, but I'll take their bats right now over the Mets bats. That's not even a second thought. Too many Sixers so poorly run and Embiid's a bum for those comments. You can't stand him for how he acts when he loses. He get hurt, I get it, but you don't blame the entire team when you never show up in big games. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to go out there and be like, I'm the MVP, and then you score 15 points. And I think Doc's part of the problem. We've seen him fail miserably and in several spots now in the playoffs. It can't all be him. As I mentioned, the guy in Miami could coach, right? Sometimes a good coach is good, but that's why I'm like, is Sam Cassell the answer there? I don't know if I don't think Sam Cassell's the answer. Again, I don't know. I think it'll be a retread kind of veteran kind of guy with some experience. You got to bring in a little discipline kind of thing. You had the players coach. Oh, we like this coach. Yeah, everything's great, and then you can't win something. Then you bring in authoritarian guy, and it's like boom, you can kind of get over the hump kind of stuff. T-money, Lakers money line. Somebody talking my language, but I'm leaning Denver game 1, Lakers games 2 and 3. Again, if you like the Lakers, it should be like any series. I mean, 67 and 1 is the record. 60 wins, 70 losses, and a push. Miz, boss at shortstop pitching 9th inning SA through 30-mile fastball had under 10.5. Need I say more? Miz. Well, even their bullpen's bad, so I don't even know make a difference with who they bring in the pitch. It's a bad bullpen, Miz. You can't go under the. How do you go under Sox games? They're the number 1 over team, I think. Them in Baltimore. They're 28 and 13 to the over. Betts, no RBI. Well, here's the thing. I know Betts isn't a minus or a big plus 150 kind of ribby guy. That's what I need for those guys. Sometimes I just walk past. Twins are the best garbage teams this team money. They are. It's an ugly bunch. They win some games. Sonny Gray's pitch well. Ryan's pitch well. Bailey Ober's pitching well. Will it adjust? Yeah, come back to the means. Or was not hitting for the last 2 weeks. Well, I mean, you face the Rays. And Pittsburgh, I'll make fun of Pittsburgh because I was like, hey, run line Orioles, their pitching had been solid for the season. So even that I'll give them a slight pass because Pittsburgh they got 20-something wins. They were pretty hot. The pitching has been consistent. But like I said, you should sweep the Pirates. You should take a couple here from the Angels. Angels have no pitching. I mean, you scored 5 last night. Where's your pitching? Where's your pitching, Miss? All right, you're not hitting. You can't beat a lowly Pirates team 3-0. Miz kind of like Detroit run line plus the 160 Lorenz and not that bad. I mean, it's just one of those for me. It would be an underplay. Do I want to run and bet the Tigers? Again, plus 160. I'm not going to say no to plus 160. You think they're going to win, right? That's 5-2. They win a game. I get it. Eric, Mr. Dog, why did these guard names seem low? It seems extremely low for Bieber on the hill. But the problem is they can't score runs. I mentioned 19 and 3 to the under the last 22 games. They have trouble scoring runs. Now they're facing Lance Lynn. Should they be able to punch a couple runs across the plate? Absolutely. Will they? I'm not betting on that. This is why I didn't take the under in the series to start because the Cleveland staff, the White Sox pitching has been brutal. As Cleveland can't score, you're facing bad pitching. I can't go under. I think the last 5 games have gone over in the series. I can't even jump on that Cleveland trend. T-money, Dr. Rivers fired. Yep. The Rick Barnes of the NBA can't win a big game. KG and Paul Pierce won a championship. He just happened to be the coach. Yeah, and then he choked one out after that. Right? And he choked with the Ravens, with the Clippers. He choked with Kawhi and George. I mean, I don't have his coaching carousel in front of me. I'm sure someone could dig it up. Padres are always going to be the stepchild to the Dodgers. Yeah, well, the Dodgers had a lot of, Padres beat them in San Diego, and they had the whole "we beat you in the playoff" kind of mojo. So Dodgers had to come out and get a little bit of revenge, and that one's, I don't worry about regular season like that. Mets are disappointing this year, Miz. Absolutely. T-money, I had Acuna to my pathetic fantasy team, and Volpe are going crazy. We can't forget Muncy and his bat for the again. Muncy, I don't know what he is. Last time I saw him, he was in like 220s. I'm not a fan of the Dodger lineup. That's just me. I think Rodriguez from Baltimore will be a bust. Miz, you've been saying that. I know it's your hometown there. I can't really crush a kid early on. And I'm, like I said, I play like my little out of the park baseball. I love kind of drafting and trying to find young guys to be good. I can't give up on young players. Like people are like, oh, This guy's terrible. Said no minors. He's a bust. I mean, you're talking 22, 23-year-olds. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when guys didn't get called up to their 26, 27, and then it was like breakout years at 27, 28, not at 22, 23. You know, is he a bust? After a quarter of a season? Are we even at a quarter of a season yet? Michael A. Rays team total over 3.5 on FanDuel versus Verlander. Seems like excellent value. Listen. I do not like Verlander. I think that Tampa Bay will score. Now, will they give up some runs with a starter and a second starter coming after him with their ridiculous bullpen 2-inning pitch game? Possibly. Possibly. To Moose, I'm not worried about the Mets bats. I truly believe they'll come alive. It's their pitching. Yeah. I mean, you have injury problem pitching. It's that simple. It's that simple. That's why I got the Rays today, plus 145. The Cubbies are 145, and the Dodgers under the 8. Hockey, Carolina puck line plus 180. NBA Nuggets over 225.5. The Heat plus an 8. I know that's not today, but it's here today. Props, Seattle, young guns all over to join here. Kellenic 130, Cal Raleigh plus 130. Dylan Carlson for the Cardinals at plus 220. Contreras plus 230. Old Man Goldie plus 160. Edelman, a 210 ribby prop. That is it. I'll be back. We got one final comment here. Rodriguez can hold an 8-1 lead against Kansas City. There are fluke losses. Things happen. I don't I don't get down on a rookie pitcher who's learning. Very few guys come out. Maybe like who as a rookie comes up and puts up Doc Gooden and Clemens 24-4 seasons and stuff like that. I mean, it's just you don't see it. I mean, Urias came up. I mean, the guy's been pitching 8 years. He's 25 years old. He comes up. He's in bullpen. He's in the start. I mean, they threw this guy out there. Let him take some lumps and learn a little bit. I can't really. Again, I can't label a guy a bust after a couple starts. Had a 4-3, next thing gave up 5 runs. I understand. He's young. And how about Kansas City? Do you give Kansas City any credit for their young guys getting their job done? I mean, hold on. I got to pull up the. What game is this? Is this the Kansas City game? Are you talking about against Baltimore? What game are you talking about here? Yesterday's game for Baltimore? It was 4-3. 4-3, and then what? Who? Ohtani, Trout. I mean, they're really getting. Is that who came in and beat him up a little bit? And back to Kansas City. I mean, you have Witt, Pesquino, Melendez. You got young guys who are top draft picks. Like, I mean, come on. His pitchers are on the heart of the plate. He's got to learn how to move the ball a little better. This isn't Double-A. A bad MLB hitter is going to be able to hit that. He's got to learn. Come on. Getting down on a rookie boo. You think this guy's going to come out and be Mike Messina for you? Ben McDonald? I mean, Storm Davis? He's got 8 starts. 47 hits at 37 innings. Not good. 17 walks are, that hurts too. I mean, 44 Ks, 9 homers. It's a rookie. Been in the minors. He's been in the minors 5 years. That's 24 years old. 24-year-old guy. You're done. You're whoo, talk about what have you done for me lately, miss. 24, give it up. I'll take him off your hands. We'll give you Aaron Hicks for him. Make a call to the Orioles. See if they'll do that. Aaron Hicks for him. Let's see if they'll take it. Right? He's terrible. All right. I'm out of here.